This opposition will support reasonable and balanced remedial budgetary measures, but we will never support the conscious development of an underclass. This is a budget that would seek to demolish the pillars of Australian society: Medicare, education for all, a fair pension, full employment. The very things that this Prime Minister promised not to touch are the first casualties of his fabrications: new and higher taxes. This is the budget of a Prime Minister and a government who wish to tear down everything that Australians have built up. By contrast, Labor invests, Labor educates, Labor believes in an Australia writ large. We believe that economic growth comes from extending opportunity. We believe in a prosperous Australia, prosperity for everyone who works and prosperity which works for everyone. An Australia where your Medicare card, not your credit card, guarantees you access to quality health care. An Australia where the National Disability Insurance Scheme is a reality for people with disability and the people who love them, not a scapegoat for complaints about spending. We believe that science and innovation should be at the heart of national policy, central to our prosperity. We believe in an Australia where small business can grow and thrive. We believe in an Australia that still makes things. Australia with quality infrastructure, including the best digital infrastructure. An Australia that is closing the gap, extending opportunities to its first Australians. Labor believes in an Australia that cares for its environment and takes the science of climate change seriously. Where multiculturalism is celebrated as a social and economic good, not treated as sport for bigots and ideologues. An Australia that is a good global citizen, confident and engaged with the opportunities of the Asian century. An Australia ready for the future and optimistic about the future, investing in the future. This Prime Minister and this Treasurer, they talk a lot about the freedom of the market, deregulating and liberating. Of course you can get rid of fairness and leave people to fend for themselves. That is a kind of freedom. Tonight I say to Australians there is another freedom. It's the freedom of integrity and the freedom of respect. The freedom that gives every person dignity and the right to be treated equally. A freedom of compassion and respect that gives individuals the opportunity to fulfil their potential. That's the freedom that we believe in. This budget undermines that freedom. This budget weakens it. This budget tears at the fabric of our country. Madam Speaker, on Tuesday the Treasurer quoted from Robert Menzies' Forgotten People. But the government forgot a lot of people on budget night. They are the Australians I am speaking on behalf of tonight and the Australians that I am speaking to tonight. The government forgot you in its budget, and they have forgotten what makes this country great. It forgot opportunity, it forgot the reward for effort, it forgot the fair go. Well, Labor hasn't forgotten. We still believe in fairness. We still believe in an Australia that includes everyone, that helps everyone, that lets everyone be their best, that leaves no one behind. This is the Australia that the Prime Minister's budget has forgotten, and it is the Australia that Labor will always fight for. If you want an election, try us. If you think Labor is too weak, if you think that Labor is too weak, bring it on. But remember, it is never about you or I, Prime Minister. It's about the future of our nation and the well-being of the Australian people.